Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. And as always, I want to give double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well and that taught me this truth through the will of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. And unto the sincere brothers that is pushing out the gospel throughout the four corners of the world. Peace and blessings and infinite salutation be unto the elect, the house of David that the Lord is raising up in these last days, which is made up of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and scattered Israelites amongst the other nation that look like the other nation, but according to your pedigree, you go back to the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, as we are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. Shalom. Now this is just a quick video, just going into current events. All right, especially what's happening here in Babylon the Great. Okay, and just being able to link them up, to be able to link them up with prophecy. All right, and I believe I'm not sure what I'm gonna give the title of this lesson. But it's between the lines of we are at a break of possibility of a civil war here in Babylon the Great. All right, here in America. All right. And I mean, that's exactly what it seems like. Okay. Just once again, just according to the news, man. All right, we are at a possibility of a break of civil war here and Babylon the Great, which is America, or Egypt, spiritual Egypt. You see, and now I'm gonna play I'm gonna play a few clips that I have, and I'm just gonna bring out some scriptures. All right. Let me see.
Whoa, now what's happening with y'all? Like to check this out? Here we go again. Shit ain't looking too good. You got a bunch of truckers heading down here to Texas. They starting out from Virginia all over the United States. They coming down here to stand side by side with the National Guards with the support of Greg Abbott. Biden, the goddamn, gave Greg Abbott 24 hours to stop the shit he doing. Abbott done threw the middle finger up at him. Abbott done got support from a bunch of other governors from across the United States, and they bringing their National Guards down here. I'm going to tell y'all something. Civil war finna get ready to start, and it's happening right before your eyes. Y'all better start paying attention to get your shit ready, because this ain't finna end well. You know what I'm saying? You got the government going against the government. I'm telling you this shit ain't finna end well. Y'all better prepare yourself, because in a couple of weeks, or maybe even less, something finna get ready to pop off. You about to see a lot of rock slanging, bottle slanging, and a lot of if you catch the drift of what I'm saying. It's getting to the point now, it look like the President of the United States is declaring war on the citizens over here. That's what it's looking like to me. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all better get yourself ready, man. Because this shit gonna hit your front door. It's finna be a big change. It's finna be a big change what's finna happen. Well, you ain't never seen nothing like this before. I don't give a fuck how old you are. You never seen nothing that's going on like it is right now at this Texas border. Texas done declared war on everything. It's an invasion happening, and they standing on business. Y'all stay up out there and get it out the mud.
Yep. And then another thing that I want to point out.
Whoa, now what's happening with y'all? Like to check this out? Here we go.
Another thing that I can always point out, because this is happening right now as we speak, right? All right, this is happening right now as we speak. There's about 26 states. There's about 26. All right, Missouri just joined. All right, so there's about 26 states, or 27 states actually. All right, Missouri just joined the other 26 states that is supporting Texas. You see, to block off the border. Okay, not to allow these illegal immigrants to enter the border. All right, you see, and now we know. And we know what's going on. I mean, it's a lot. All right, it's really, we're coming into the fact that they're about to kick off a whole life purge here in the States, man. You see, And you got all these different type of people that's entering to this into the states. All right. And once again, you got Texas that's going against Biden. Okay, and once again, you got 27 states that are supporting Texas. All right, so let me just play these other two videos, and once again, I'm just gonna back them up with the scriptures, man, because this is all prophecy. This is all prophetic, man.
So nobody was gonna tell me, huh? Y'all was just gonna leave me in the dark, bro. I've been watching this whole Texas shit unfold, and I just heard about the 700,000 truckers going down there right now to seal up the border. Heard what Trump said, send the National Guard down there. I see the 25 states that's saying they support Texas and want to help Texas seal up that border. This shit just got real, man. Oh boy, this shit just got real. Yep. Now I see why people keep saying civil war. Civil war. It depends on what Biden does. We're on the verge of a world war, and we're on the verge of something big happening in this country, something historic. I don't know what it's going to be. Hopefully they back down and our men and women don't be shooting at each other. I don't want to see that, man. That's bad. That's really bad to put on the world right now. Like, we cannot have American men and women, soldiers, shooting at each other, bro. That cannot happen.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott refusing to give up control of the Texas border to federal officials, saying the state will not give federal agents full access to Shelby Park today. That ignores a deadline set by the Biden administration, which is today. Instead, Abbott is installing more razor wire following a Supreme Court order allowing federal agents to start removing it. Texas now receiving support from 25 Republican governors, all backing Governor Abbott's border actions, blaming the Biden administration for the crisis. Former President Trump wants to take it one step further. He's now encouraging these states to deploy their National Guard troops to Texas to prevent illegal crossings. Trump's vowing that if he becomes president again, he's going to work with Abbott to seal the border. Writing, quote, Biden says let in those should not get comfortable because they will be going home. I want to bring in Texas Congressman Lieutenant Colonel Keith Self. Congressman, good morning.
So nobody was gonna tell me, huh?
Yeah, and another thing is that you have Donald Trump. If Donald Trump is to be elected this election coming up, all right, that he's supporting Texas. Okay, you see, so hey, you have that you see just according to the scriptures, man. You got a kingdom divided against itself, man. You see, this place is going down as we speak. All right. So you see, you're starting to see that attention that's rising up now, man. While we speak, quicker than you think too.
It is so important that everyone knows what is happening in Texas right now, because this is literally how civil wars begin. Yesterday, the governor of Texas released a statement in which he said that as of January the 24th, he has officially declared an invasion of the southern border by illegal immigrants and has now invoked an act that will mobilize the Texas National Guard, which is the state's own military forces, in order...
And that's exactly what's happening, really. Because another thing is that just my belief. All right, just my belief that all these governors already know what's going on. All right, they have some type of knowledge of what they trying to do. You see, because you got to keep in mind that what Esau is trying to do is he is trying to bring that new order. All right, he's trying to bring a new order to this system. All right, and we know that America's is the front runner. All right, the forefront. You see, we gotta, and we know that not everyone is going to submit to that new order. All right, you see. So what's happening is, with you have the president, all right, that's trying to or the government that's trying to bring these people in here, all right, that's gonna bring a whole lot of chaos. Because another thing is that the Babylonians, the Americans, are not going to accept that, and they're not accepting it. You see, as we're seeing that right now. All right, but keep in mind that amongst all these immigrants that's coming in here, all right, they're not just the northern tribes, so-called Latinos. A lot of them are coming from overseas. Some of them are UN troops, all right, or another word is sleeper cells, or sleeper agent, all right. Because once again, while this is going on, I mean, shoot, we at the break of World War III. You see, so what's going to happen is that when you have the government that's gonna send a lot of the U.S. troops overseas to fight World War III, all right, somebody's gonna have to play that part of martial law. All right, forgive me. All right, somebody's going to play the part of being the troops and being those that's gonna, whenever the government is gonna bring their martial law upon the people here in the streets. Okay, you see, which is gonna bring in that new order. All right, and once again. All right, these immigrants that's coming in here, I mean, you can look it up for yourself. All right, most of them are not the northern tribes, so-called Latinos, like how it used to be. All right, because it's so funny how before now, all right, the government always had issues with immigrants illegally. All right, trying to come into the states, but now out of nowhere, now you are opening up the borders for these people to come in. All right, so once again, amongst all these immigrants that's coming in here, all right, a lot of them are sleeper cells, all right, or sleeper agents, okay, and a lot of these sleeper cells, they don't, overseas. These so-called Africans, all right, Hammonites, these so-called Chinese, these so-called Middle Easterns, all right, because Middle Easterns are made up, all right, it's really West Asia, okay. So a lot of these people are coming over here, man, because they're gonna play that part in martial law, all right. They're gonna be those troops. A lot of these already, they don't like Americans. They don't like these the people that's over here in America. Okay, you see, because another thing you got to keep in mind is when martial law is going to be declared, all right, you ain't going to have the troops. That's going to be the U.S. troops doing the dirty work. All right, they're not going to do it. You see, to their own people here in America. So it's better to bring people that's outside of America to come over here and to do that type of job. You see, all right, and especially these different type of soldiers from all these other countries, man. Okay, all right. So I mean, that's something you got to keep in mind. All right, and another thing that I want to point out is Esau makes certain type of movies, and he tells you about certain things like this. Okay, all right. He tells you about certain things like this. A good movie to point out is that movie, The Purge, the first Purge. All right. So let me just finish this clip.
To protect and defend itself, which, put simply, is a massive stance against against the U.S. federal government and Joe Biden. And don't forget that Texas was once an independent state. There were still a lot of people who want them to become their own country again. Now, if you didn't know, the southern border has been an escalating point of contention over the last 3 years. But this whole situation blew up last week when Texas authorities placed razor wire over a part of the border that had seen a high number of illegal crossings. But then, when the federal border force troops arrived, the Texas National Guard blocked them from entering the area and accused them of trying to destroy their fortifications. The Biden administration then took this matter to the Supreme Court, which ruled that the U.S. Border Patrol agents were allowed to clear out the razor wire. And that's where you think things would end, right? Absolutely not. That statement which I showed...
Hey, forgive me for the glizzy, for the glizzering that's happening right now.
You earlier was then issued by Texas, saying that Biden had failed to uphold his constitutional duties, which require the U.S. government to protect its states. And that also because of his lawless border policies, a massive 6 million illegal migrants have crossed the southern border in just 3 years, which is more than the population of 33 different states in America. Then, after the statement was released, the Texas National Guard were seen laying out even more razor wire against the government and Supreme Court's orders. And as I recorded this video, there is literally an unprecedented physical standoff between a federal and state government. And some Democrats are even calling on Biden to seize control of the Texas National Guard, which is why I say...
Yeah, that's pretty much it on that. Alright, so once again, man, we are at a break of possibility of a civil war. Alright? So real quick, let me just get a few scriptures, man. And that should be it with that. This is the book of Mark, chapter 3, and verse 23. And it says, "And he called them unto him, and he said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan?" All right, and Esau is Satan, man. Esau is the physical form of Satan. All right. Okay. Esau, the so-called white man, is the physical form of Satan, man. And when you look up the word Satan, it just means adversary. All right. So he said, he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And this place is going down the drain. All right. This place, Babylon the Great, is going down the drain, man. As we seeing it being divided, all right? As we seeing, 27 countries? I mean, Slovakia. 27 states that's backing up Texas. You see? And it says, now we have to just wait and see what's going to happen. All right? It's all about measuring the times, man. And it says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against forgive me. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but has an end. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house. And that's what we're seeing that, man. You see, we're seeing how this place is just going down the drain by itself. Okay? I mean, right in the midst of the break of World War III, all right? Because World War III is going to happen, man, and we're seeing it happening right now. Okay, you have this situation going on over here, all right, within America, man. Okay, so this place is just going down the drain. All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 2. And it says, and I will set the Egyptians, all right, which is America. If you go to the book of Revelation, all right, the book of Revelation, chapter 11, all right, it says that this place is known as spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Okay, this is talking about here. All right, it's talking about over here in United States of America, man. This place is known as Sodom and Egypt. Why is it known as Sodom? Because of the wickedness and the filthiness that's going on in this place. Okay, and it's called Egypt because of the hardcore bondage of the Israelites that served here in this place. So it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. All right, and that's we're seeing that, man. And once again, this is all prophetic. All right, but it was written down in parables. It was written down in dark secrets. All right, in mysteries. That's what is known as the mysteries of the Bible. But it was only given unto who? Unto the servants of the Lord. All right. You see, unto the 1/3, unto those that believe in this gospel and those that believe in the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. All right, the mysteries was only given unto the elect. You see, and it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And we're seeing that. All right. Once again, we are seeing that. Let me just jump down to verse 14. And it says, and the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. And they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggers in his vomit. All right. And the Lord has put a perverse spirit in this place. Okay. All right. At the point that now we're seeing that that Texas, amongst all these other states that's backing up Texas, is going against the government. Okay. This is the book of our second Ezra, chapter 13, and verse 31. And it says, second Ezra, chapter 13, and verse 31, it says, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. All right, and this is the reason why. That's why we say that as we see that civil war is going to happen, all right, World War III is going to happen, and then in the midst of all of that, our Lord Yahweh Shah will return, because as it says, one round, all right, one round, all right, one realm against another. That's talking about this realm, all right. The world against the realm of the heavens, which is Yahweh Shah. Because when Yahweh Shah comes back in the midst of war, okay, the people are going to fight against the Lord. All right, but they will not prevail. You see, because the Lord is coming to bring destruction, and He's coming to bring an end to this rulership. Bring an end to the wicked rulership of this place, man. Okay? Let me just finish it out with this. 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. And it says, woe unto the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Yeah, but hey, man, all this situation that's happening right now is going to escalate. All right, and it's going to get physical. All right, and it's going to get very, very bloody out here, man. You see, and it says, for there shall be sedition amongst men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor prince, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be troubled. And the houses shall be destroyed, and the man shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy the houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. They're in for great tribulation, man. And we know that famine is coming as well too. Okay? You see? So hey man, sedition amongst men. Alright? Going against the upper authority. And we're seeing that in different levels. Alright? As we see in Texas, going against the authority of the government, and just amongst the every single individual that's just, you know, that want to rebel, want to protest, all right, and just want to go against authorities, man. All right. But with that, Lord willing, that this lesson was edifying as well as uplifting. And with that, I want to say shalom.